You cleared your desk, organized your room, and you still can't focus. That's because the clutter that's actually draining your brain isn't on your desk anymore. It's in your pocket. In the last video, we talked about how physical clutter activates your brain's threat detection system, the same neural circuitry that fires when you sense danger. Every object out of place registers as an open loop, an unresolved task, and your prefrontal cortex cannot fully ignore open loops. It keeps a background tab open for each one. Now apply that same mechanism to your phone. The average person has 80 apps installed, checks their device 96 times a day, has 127 unread emails, 43 unread messages, and a notification badge on nearly every app on their phone screen. Every single one of those is an open loop. Every badge, every unread count, every half-finished conversation, every app you open and close without resolving anything. Your brain is not in your cluttered room anymore. Your brain is carrying your cluttered room everywhere you go. 1. The invisible clutter nobody sees. When researchers at Princeton put people inside fMRI machines and showed them cluttered versus clean physical spaces, the results were immediate. Clutter activated the brain's threat response. Nobody has done that same study with phone home screens, but we don't need to. The mechanism is identical. Every notification badge is a visual cue your brain processes as an unfinished task. Every app icon associated with something unresolved, an unanswered message, a pending decision, a conversation you're avoiding, sends the same low-grade stress signal as the pile of papers on your desk. The difference is that you can close the door on your cluttered room. You cannot close the door on your phone. It's always there, always open, always cluttered. And unlike physical clutter, which at least stays in one place, digital clutter follows you into bed, into meals, into conversations, into every moment that should belong only to you. 2. The Zeigarnik effect goes digital. In 1927, Soviet psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that the brain holds unfinished tasks in active memory with far more persistence than completed ones. Waiters remembered unpaid orders with almost perfect accuracy and forgot them the moment the bill was settled. Your phone is a Zeigarnik machine. Every unread message is an unpaid bill your brain refuses to stop tracking. Every unanswered email. Every notification you dismissed without resolving. Every app update you've been ignoring for 3 weeks. None of these feel significant individually. That's precisely what makes them so draining collectively. Your working memory, which has a hard limit, is partially occupied at all times by the inventory of digital things that remain unresolved. And when working memory is occupied by background noise, it has less capacity for everything else. Focus, creativity, emotional regulation, decision-making, all of them degrade, not because you're distracted by the phone, because your brain is quietly managing it even when you're not looking at it. 3. The home screen is your new cluttered desk. Think about what the Princeton study actually showed. It wasn't that clutter caused stress when people thought about it. It caused stress automatically, beneath conscious awareness, simply by being visible. Now look at your home screen. How many apps have notification badges right now? How many represent something unresolved? A conversation, a task, a decision. How many apps are you keeping because you might use them someday? The digital equivalent of an object on a shelf you haven't touched in a year. Each one is processing power you're spending without knowing it. The research on physical clutter showed that even small, localized reductions, one cleared surface, one organized drawer, produced measurable improvements in focus and well-being within 24 hours. The same principle applies here. A cleared home screen is a cleared surface. An inbox at 0 is a resolved open loop. A phone with 12 apps instead of 80 is a room where everything has its place. Your brain responds to digital order exactly as it responds to physical order, with relief. 4. Why notifications are the new clutter pile. Most people think about notifications as interruptions. That's not the full picture. The deeper problem isn't the notification itself. It's what the notification represents before it arrives. The moment you turn on notifications for an app, your brain enters a state of low-level anticipation. It knows a signal might come. It doesn't know when. So it allocates a small, continuous thread of attention to monitoring for it. This is the same anticipatory state that makes variable reward schedules so addictive. The same mechanism behind slot machines. The unpredictability is the point. Your brain cannot habituate to something it cannot predict, so it stays alert, permanently, for every app with notifications enabled. The average smartphone user has notifications enabled for 46 apps. That's 46 simultaneous threads of low-level anticipatory attention running in the background for every waking hour. Turn them off. Not just silenced, actually off. And something happens within days that surprises almost everyone who does it. They feel less anxious, not because anything in their life changed, because their nervous system finally stopped monitoring 46 things it was never supposed to monitor simultaneously. 5. The digital minimal effective dose. You don't need to delete your phone. You need to apply the same principle that works for physical clutter. The minimal effective dose. One cleared surface produced measurable results. One change here will too. 3 that research and practice consistently show work fastest. First, clear your home screen to one page. Keep only the apps you use with intention every single day. Move everything else to a secondary screen or delete it. Every badge you remove is an open loop you close. Every app you delete is an object that no longer demands processing from a room you have to live in. Second, turn off all notification except calls and messages from people you actually want to hear from. Not snooze them, not silence them. Off. These studies are consistent. This single change reduces anxiety markers within 72 hours. Third, set a daily screen time limit with a hard stop. Not as punishment, as environmental design. The same way you close the door to a cluttered room at the end of the day, you close your phone. The brain needs to know the monitoring is over, that there are no more open loops to check tonight. These aren't discipline strategies, they're space strategies. You're not trying to be stronger than your phone. You're redesigning the room so the clutter has nowhere to accumulate. The cluttered room was always the easy part to see. The cluttered phone is where most people's cognitive load actually lives now, carried invisibly, constantly, into every room, every conversation, every quiet moment that could have been recovery. Your brain responds to digital order exactly as it responds to physical order. Clear one surface, close one loop. The difference between a cluttered mind and a clear one is rarely dynamic. It's usually just the decision to stop letting the pile grow. One notification, one badge, one unresolved tab at a time. If this resonated, subscribe. We explore the psychology of how you think, feel, and live every week.